This is News Channel 15's Nightcast.
Good evening, I'm Alyssa Ivinson. In tonight's top story at 11, a statewide silver alert for a missing Fishers teen is now canceled. Police say 18-year-old Peyton Rykoff's car was found in Geist Reservoir. Divers started searching the water after tracks were found nearby. Just before 6 o'clock, her car was found under 8 feet of water. A body was found inside the car, but no ID has been made yet. Peyton was last seen early Thursday morning. A 3-year-old boy is in critical condition tonight after almost drowning in a local lake earlier today. News Channel 15's Erin Rogers went to the nature preserve this afternoon to learn what happened. She continues our coverage of the story. At least 2 people were hurt, including a pregnant woman, in an early morning shooting. It happened at an apartment complex in the 1400 block of Fayette Drive in Fort Wayne around 12:45. Both victims had minor injuries, and the woman's unborn child was unharmed. Police are still investigating what happened. A woman remains in critical condition tonight after a head-on crash on Friday. It happened around 4 o'clock on State Road 120, just west of County Road 675 West in Steuben County. Deborah Lee was driving east when she left the center and hit another vehicle head-on, driven by Cheryl Beer. Beer and her passenger were treated at the scene for minor injuries. Lee was flown to Parkview Regional Medical Center in critical condition. It's unknown right now why she crossed the center line, but alcohol is not believed to be a factor. Doctors say the 6-year-old boy who was buried alive in an Indiana sand dune is now in good condition at a Chicago hospital. Nathan Weisner fell in a sinkhole at the dunes in Michigan City on July 12th. He spent more than 3 hours buried under 11 feet of sand. Today, Nathan's brother spoke about the rescue during a church service.
Really thankful for them.
Nathan's grandfather, a Baptist minister, showed pictures of Nathan during church today. The grandfather says Nathan is expected to be released from the hospital on Friday. Should teachers be allowed to friend students on Facebook? That's what one Northwest Indiana school district is now debating. A Portage Township school board member wants teachers to make Facebook pages to better communicate with students and parents. It wouldn't be a personal page, though, so friending wouldn't really be an option. It would be more of just like button on the page. But the district superintendent is concerned that it could lead to teachers and students friending each other's personal accounts. Well, it's been a hot weekend. What do we have in store for the work week? Meteorologist Jesse Huila has our first forecast and maybe a little bit of a relief.
We have a lot of relief.
Ooh, I like a lot.
Yeah, there are a lot of 70s that we.
3 female bodies have been found in an East Cleveland neighborhood. 2 bodies were found yesterday afternoon, just steps away from where police discovered the first body on Friday. Investigators have ended their search today for more remains after nothing new turned up in the area. Denise Zarella spoke to neighbors today who are worried they've been living next to another serial killer like Anthony Sowell.
Action News.
This is the latest high-profile case to come out of the Cleveland area. In May, Ariel Castro was arrested for holding 3 women captive in his home for more than a decade. Coming up, a new Miss Allen County gets the new crown, and hundreds of people get physical in hopes of joining the Fort Wayne Police Department. Those stories when your #1 weekend news continues. Allen County has a new queen. Megan Fiegel was crowned Miss Allen County 2013 at the annual Miss Allen County Scholarship Pageant tonight. 18 ladies between the ages of 17 to 21 who live or go to school in Allen County competed for the title. Megan went home with a $1,000 scholarship to use at the college of her choice. Miss Allen County 2012, Taylor Cummings and pageant director Michelle Love were on First News Saturday yesterday to talk about the pageant. You can watch that interview right now on Wayne.com. The Fort Wayne Police Department selection process for the next class of new officers is underway. Candidates have to pass nearly a dozen steps before they even make it to the academy. As I found out, the first stage is all about physical fitness.
The finish line is 300 meters down the way.
Hundreds of candidates came out, all hoping to one day join the Fort Wayne Police Department.
Go ahead and pair up at this point with somebody else.
After the initial application, the first test, physical fitness.
We got to make sure that the person that becomes an officer is physically able to do the tasks that are required, whether it's running, jumping over a fence, fighting with a suspect in a case. So this helps us judge that.
It's a series of 5 requirements.
I'm excited for it. I'm anxious at the same time. Just got to put my mind to it and do it.
First, a 14-inch vertical jump, then 25 sit-ups in less than a minute, a 300-meter run in 82 seconds or less, 21 push-ups without stopping, and a 1.5 mile run in less than 17 minutes and 30 seconds.
These are requirements that a reasonably fit person would be successful at.
I was a little bit nervous just because I didn't know what to expect, but overall I was really pleased with how I did.
Once the candidate passes the physical test, they buy a study guide for the written test. That will be on August 24th.
I'm gonna study away.
Around 700 to 800 people initially applied last year. Around 500 came to the physical fitness test over the last 3 days.
Last year we started the recruitment process and for budgetary reasons just couldn't follow through.
The local option income tax is now helping pay for the new recruit class. These hundreds of people will slowly be eliminated through 10 steps of interviews and testing. 20 to 30 will make it to the academy next February.
It's always been very competitive, and you know, we're fortunate that we have a lot of people in Fort Wayne that's interested in law enforcement, and you know, ultimately we get the cream of the crop.
The next class will graduate in June 2014 and then have a year of field training. The last group of new officers graduated in September 2011. Well, after this week of heat and humidity, I'm ready for some cooler weather.
And you're going to get it. You know, for late July standards, we've got some very cool air on the way in closely because that is very chilly for this time of the year.
Right. Well, and it's fun to look back a year ago, too, how quickly we forget.
I know. You know, no one's ever happy with the weather. I fall into that category as well. But this summer's been pretty good to us.
Not too bad overall. Yeah. Thanks, Jesse. Well, up next, more than 3,000 people were at Jefferson Point today, and it was not just to go shopping. Find out what brought them there after the break. Check this out. More than 3,000 people were at Jefferson Point today, a new record for the outdoor mall. It was all for the Back to School Bash, and maybe the free Plain White Tees concert had a little something to do with it too. Jefferson Point has a lot of back to school deals, and they wanted to draw more people to their stores with a concert, and some folks were just so excited they couldn't wait. The Plain White Tees has sold more than 9 million tracks, been nominated for 2 Grammys, and had 3 #1 radio hits. I was out there. It was a lot of fun.
It's funny, when I worked at my college radio station, the guy that ran the music side of the station really didn't like the Plain White Tees because Hey There Delilah, let's be honest, got overplayed a little bit. If you played that on your show, you got kicked off the radio station. It happened to 2 different shows. Yeah.
It's a good song, though.
It's a solid song. Music was everywhere there. Bryan Adams was at Parkview Field today. It's true. He was the only tin cap that had an RBI, but was it enough to come up with a win against